Hello, Scorpio rising, suns, and moons. This is Jill of AstroloJill, and I will give you your horoscope for 2024. This is going to be a collective reading, so do expect that not everything will be 100% accurate for you. If you would like your own accurate horoscope for a month, 3 months, 6 months, or a year, I highly suggest that you get my product called The Story of You. It's going to be a very comprehensive Natal Chart transit report that will give you daily guidance and your transits for the year essentially. So I highly suggest if you would like your own horoscope, you go and get that from my website. It's going to be in the description down below. Hi everyone, so for this part of the video, I will be showing off the look that I have from my Enchanted cosmetics line as well as from my partners and from the brands that I support. Feel free to skip this part, you don't have to watch this. However, if you are interested, please continue to watch and we appreciate your support. So for today, I'm actually going to put on the foundation in front of you guys. I'm not gonna skip it this time. A lot of you have been requesting that I show how I put this on. So here is the packaging. It's a skull. It has the obsession enchantment on it. Dust the skull to get in people's heads, and it has a pump in it. And this is the amount of product I put on my face. Just one pump. Not even a full pump, like a half pump there. Then I put it on my face as this. Just dab it in there. Like a little really does go a long way. There. And then I use a damp beauty blender and then I tap it on my face like this. Now, every time I use this foundation, I don't even put on concealer anymore since it is heavy coverage. And I use this foundation for my really long trans-Pacific flights. I'm not sure if some of you have watched my other videos, but I am a flight attendant. That is my day job. And I am the guinea pig of this cosmetics line. And I made sure that all the products will last at least 12 hours on your face without creasing, without of course, except if you like go running or something. As long as you're in a good and cool environment, it's not gonna crease, it's not gonna crack or fade or whatnot. But of course, it depends still on your skin condition. But yeah, that's how it works with mine. I am an oily skin type. There. So I just dab it, make sure it is fully blended like as is. It has SPF, if in case you need it. Of course, us, we all need our SPF to prevent aging. There. So it's heavy coverage with the obsession enchantment. Get in people's heads using the Live Deliciously foundation. Set it with a bit of setting powder. Do make sure that you do this too, so to ensure that the foundation will last. I don't have a setting powder for my own makeup line, so I'm using a personal one from another makeup brand. Yeah. All right, next up for us is the Feather Kohl liner. This is inspired by ravens and Egyptians. I have infused Egyptian magic on this one. This is inspired by their kohl, the ones that they put on their eyes, and they put it on their eyes for wisdom and protection. It's kind of like an evil eye that's directly applied on your face. So this is going to be really good if you want to add some protection in your makeup routine. So to use this, just take out the brush and then twist to open the pot liner. There. Really, really cool. And then put it out like this. And just put it on as is. What I like to do is I just put in a very simple wing at the outer corner of my eye. This is waterproof and transfer proof and smudge proof. So the only thing that will make this budge is oil. So if you're an oily skin girly like me, I highly suggest you prep your lids with an eye primer or a setting powder before you apply this to ensure that it doesn't run. If you are not oily, then congrats. If you want to remove this liner, you will have to use an oil-based makeup remover. There. Very simple, yet classic eyeliner look. I actually put in blue contact lenses just to show that I like evil eye, but it's not showing as vibrant as I want to, so sayang. But yeah, evil eye. Right. I don't do my eyebrows because I feel like it's already polished and I like the natural look of my eyebrows, so I don't do it. And I also don't have an eyebrow product, I realized, and people have been asking it for me, so I'm still thinking what kind of enchantment I'll put in. That's actually one of the reasons why I haven't made one yet. But yeah. Next up is the blush, my favorite. So this is my favorite shade ever. This is going to be Mother Lilith's shade. We're gonna be featuring Mother Lilith tonight. So there. This is my Lilith shade. This is one of my favorites. It's a beautiful rose pink as is. So we're gonna be using this one. A little bit of ASMR. Pum 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 pum. As you can see, it's kind of running out already because I keep on using this almost every day. Well, every time I go out. That's what I mean. Not every day. I don't wear makeup every day. But yeah. Love the shade so much. It gives such a healthy, flushed look. There, that's better. Because I love blush. I like overdoing my blush. I don't know about you guys, but I, for one, like to overdo my blush and make it seem like I'm a blushing sweet girl. All right, there's the Lilith, healthy, flush look with chamomile extract and aloe vera to make sure that you are moisturized, girlies. And then on top of that, it is what's the word? It is infused with Mother Lilith's essence. And what is Mother Lilith all about? Empowerment, beauty, diba? Sexiness. So if you want to connect with Mother Lilith and her energy, definitely get this one. All right, next up is the lip lacquer. This is gonna be my favorite shade too, since I'm gonna be doing Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio for this series of videos for this look. So I'm gonna be using Scorpio, my favorite shade. Why is this my favorite shade? Well, aside from me being a Scorpio myself, this is a velvet finish, deep crimson red, and it's highly buildable. So if you can see, I will do one swipe first. And it's like a light red finish. So it's good for every day and it's good for day looks. But if I want something more intense, I will just do one more. Oh, pak, diba? Naging ano ako, vampira. uh, After just 2 swipes, it became a completely different color, like from a light red, sweet girl look to a darker, more seductive look like this. Now, I really like the shade. I personally use just one swipe for day looks, and 2 swipes or 3 swipes if I want to go out at night. And the enchantment I put in this is Scorpio: passion, intensity, and magnetism. Really, what do you get when you see a Scorpio? You get intimidated, yet you're fascinated, right? So this is the exact enchantment that I put in here, and this is the charm that it comes with. They're really, really nice, right? So this is the Scorpio, and this is what it looks like. All right, so some moments have passed. By moments, I meant like 10 seconds, and the lip lacquer has dried on my lips. And this is the velvet finish. Rose gold bottle like this. It's a velvet finish, meaning it has a little bit of sheen. So even if it has sheen, look at this. Transfer proof. Wale. O, diba? Ang galing. Momol proof and B to the J proof. Okay, tama na yung kalat. Next one is Cassiopeia. This is one of my highlighters. My highlighter is actually one of my favorite lines from my cosmetics line because look at this. It has so much product. And of course, it's Enchanted. This is Cassiopeia, and she is very well known for her beauty and her vanity. So that is the exact enchantment that I placed here. I placed here confidence. So I put in here my cheeks to highlight my cheekbones. I put it on the tip of my nose like that. And then I put it here in my cupid's bow. On the inner corner of my eye as is. There. Really bring out the light on my face. I really like doll looks, so I like a lot of light on my face. So there. Cassiopeia. And look at that compact. So pretty. Diba? Next up is my shimmer spray. Well, I can't say spray anymore since I'm going to be changing it to a dropper. But yeah, my shimmer. So this is the Stardust Elixir. It gives you a very nice silvery glow. Very subtle. It will really show when you put a lot. But if you only do this one spray, that's enough. So I do know not a lot of you are a fan of shimmers, but I love shimmers myself. So I made this very subtle. If you want more shimmers, just add more. So the enchantment of this one, this is really good. It will enhance your psychic ability. You will widen your intuition, and your antenna is just gonna be stronger if you put this on. So what I like to do with shimmers is I like to spray it on my boobies. For some reason, my boobies are a bit big today. So thank you, universe, for the gift tonight. So I'm gonna be spraying it there. Oh, diba? See it? And this is actually a dry oil, so this is going to be very, very moisturizing on your skin as well. It has jojoba oil, sunflower oil, argan oil, so you can even put it on your hair if you want. And I put vitamin E on it. Girl, I got you. All of my products are good for the skin. None of it is patapon. I promise you. So, Stardust Elixir. If you want to do your tarot card readings and have more accuracy, I highly suggest this one. Plus, look at that glow though. Next one is I want to attract abundance. So, how can I attract abundance? Well, we're going to be using something else other than Fortuna because Fortuna is my most popular product. We're going to be using the Lakshmi oil. This is a body ritual oil that is available on my store. It is also very nourishing for the skin, and on top of that, it is infused with Goddess Lakshmi's abundant power. So, what I like to do with my body ritual oils is I actually like to put it on my hair. So, I'm gonna be putting it on my hair, but of course, this is a body ritual. Also, use it for your massages. You can put it on your arms, on your legs, and this will be really good for you. And on top of that, it's very lightweight. Your skin will soak it up within like 10 seconds. So, there. And it tops with a button dropper. I love this button dropper. Boop. So, put it down like this. And I put it on my hair. It smells so good. Nourishes my scalp like it. I love it so much. I love my products, girl. I love my products so much. I'm such a big fan of my own products because everything is just well thought of and everything is truly ritualized. Talagang, I got you, girl. I got you. You want riches? I got you. You want beauty? I got you. I have a product for every single one. And I listen to my community too. So, there. Look at how shiny my hair became after putting on the oil. Pak. And then lastly, for the Live Deliciously line, I'm going to be putting on my Lustra Perfume. I'm going to be using Lustra. This is Pluto ruled. It will bring you transformation. And on top of that, it will give you a very sensual aura. So perfumes are a way for you to change the aura that you have. This is one of my most effective products. My perfume line is one of my most effective products. So I'm going to be putting on Lustra. This is for sensual desire, sexual desire, if you want someone to really want you, if you want to get laid, this is the best one. So I'm going to be putting this on. I'm going to be changing the bottles of this to something much more fancier and sturdier. So yeah, this look will change. Right now, on to my accessories. So I'm just going to be putting on my ribbons on my hair. I love ribbons. I live for ribbons. So I'm going to be putting these on. I'm going to be putting like a lot of tiny ribbons today. That's my look for today. Lots and lots of tiny ribbons and randomly placed. My ribbons are all from Enchanted area, so do make sure you give her a follow. I'm going to be linking her Instagram down below. And we do appreciate your support, so thank you so much for allowing us to be part of your lives through our products. There. And lastly, oops. There. Now, before we start with the actual horoscope of the zodiac for this video, it's very crucial that you take down these important dates, okay? So for January 1, 2024, Mercury retrograde finally ends. So what a good start of the year, right? We're finally going into 2024 with a clear mind and Mercury in direct, so communication will be really smooth. See, it's still Mercury retrograde. I stuttered. Next is January 20. So Pluto is in Aquarius for the first time since the 1700s. I believe it's 1797 or 1798. I'll have to double check. But this will be the first time it's going to go into Aquarius again. And the last time that it went on Pluto and Aquarius, a very notable historical event was when Napoleon Bonaparte and his French troops captured Cairo. You know, Pluto is a planet of transformation, and Aquarius is very futuristic, so it's really pushing boundaries into something that will benefit or really make an impact in the future. So we will be expecting a lot of movements like that for starting January 2024. So the wars, and then a change in mindset for people. People will not be tolerating as much bullshit anymore. And Aquarius, this is a good time to advocate for the rights of the marginalized communities and really help the collective. You want to add your transformational energy into this age, into this Pluto in Aquarius transit. So, Aquarius, futuristic, Pluto, transformation. So, expect a lot of that starting January 20. And then another date that I want you to take note is March 25. This is going to be the start of the eclipse season for 2024. I know, eclipse again. We had so much eclipses last 2023 and 2022. So, yes, eclipse again. And this will start with a lunar eclipse in Libra, March 25. And this is going to be very life changing. And the ones that will be affected by this will be Libra placements and Aries placements. So, eclipse is all about shedding and then really letting go of the things that no longer serve you, being more authentic to self. So, be sure that you hold on to those energies come March 2025. So, next one is April 1. This is going to be like a joke. It's going to be the first Mercury retrograde of the year. Yeah, April 1, really? April Fool's Day, but it's not a joke, it's real. April 1, Mercury retrograde, it's going to be in Aries, so watch your mouth. Aries is a very hot-headed sign. I know I'm an Aries moon myself, so that is one of the shadows that I try to really suppress or really control and work with. And Mercury retrograde in Aries just signifies that you will be more hot-tempered, and you're you will have to watch your temper. You will have to watch your anger. Your words will be swords. Mercury in the tarot, communication is swords. And in astrology, Mercury is communication, and it will be wielded by Aries, literally the warrior of the zodiac. So your words will be like swords during Mercury retrograde, April 1. So do make sure that you don't let go of too hurtful words. You know, they will always have an impact no matter what we try to give out there. So be careful with your words and be extra kind. What's good about knowing what the transit is at least you'll have some sort of control, and the awareness of it will help you plan ahead. The eclipse season, the first eclipse season will end with the solar eclipse in Aries. So again, eclipse season, this time it's going to be in Aries. So more energy into being a go-getter rather than looking at the downside of Aries, which is hot-tempered, impatient. Rather, for solar eclipse on April 8th in Aries, you want to enhance the good side of Aries, being action-oriented, being fearless, confident, and being a go-getter. So those are the energies you want to manifest for April 8th at the solar eclipse in Aries. So next one is Jupiter and Uranus will form a conjunction on April 20. This will help you really break free from the things that are from the expectations of society and the things that people expect us to be, but you know for a fact you don't want to be anymore. This is going to be for the collective, all right? This is transits happening for everyone, not just for the sign of this video. So April 20, good time to really break out of your shell, move out, find your own thing, and it's time to realize that you are your own person and you shouldn't be doing things for the benefit of other people just because they expect you to. At the end of the day, you're living for yourself. All right? Next, May 25, Jupiter will enter from Taurus into Gemini. Now, Jupiter is actually a detriment in Gemini. It was much more comfortable on the opposition of Gemini, which is Sagittarius. But having a very expansive planet into Gemini, which is the most talkative sign in the zodiac, you will be encouraged to learn, expand on your knowledge, expand on your charisma, expand on your communication. Despite Jupiter not being so comfortable here, Jupiter is always the bringer of good luck, the bringer of expansion. So it will expand you into Gemini energies, being versatile, confident in your speaking, talkative, and very Gemini things, smart even. A lot of the Geminis I know are very smart and intelligent. They're very fast too. So I really like that about Gemini. A lot of my best friends are Geminis. All right, so another Mercury retrograde is going to happen on August 5. Mercury retrograde take 2. And it's going to be it's going to start in Virgo and then moves over to Leo eventually. So Mercury is happy in Virgo, but it being in retrograde kind of makes the Virgo sad. The Virgo placements out there, you will feel stuck. You will feel like you can't seem to say anything or do anything. And that's all right because this is just a season. So take a time to slow down. That's totally fine. And then when it moves over to Leo, Mercury retrograde in Leo, you're going to feel mummed. You're going to feel a bit muted. You know how Leo is such as, I'm a star, Pearl. I'm a star. Everyone look at me. But Mercury in Leo retrograde, you're going to feel shy. You're going to look more inward and you're going to concentrate more on your inner energies rather than your outer energies. There. That is Mercury retrograde. That's starting August 5. And then September 17, a second eclipse season. So expect endings, expect shedding. There will be some arguments. And then know that if it's not for you, it's okay to let it go. And the lunar eclipse will start with Pisces and the solar eclipse will be in Virgo. No. The lunar eclipse will be in Pisces. Sorry about that. The lunar eclipse will be in Pisces. So people with Pisces and Virgo placements should expect big, big changes. And know that if it's for you, it will stay. If it's not for you, let it go. Totally fine. And then October 2, that is the solar eclipse. Sorry about earlier, I made a mistake. But October 2 is the solar eclipse in Libra. And yeah, tama. So the last was the lunar eclipse in Libra. This time is going to be a solar eclipse in Libra. So you want to be able to really shine out the positive traits of Libra during this time, which is diplomacy, empathy, beauty even, since Libra is a Venusian sign. So launching something that has anything to do with Libra energies during this time will be a good thing. And then another date that I want you to take note of is November 5. Sorry, another date is November 25. This is the third and last Mercury retrograde. And this year it's going to begin in Sagittarius. So Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius, a very performative sign as well. So rethink all of the things that you would want to do that is expansive. Rethink that opening a business, moving on to a new home, or getting a new job. Mercury in retrograde November 25 onwards. Do make sure that you try your best to rethink those decisions and make sure that you are very, very confident in that decision. Look at all the possibilities that will happen, and if you can, wait for at least the end of the Mercury retrograde before making a decision. All right? So those are the dates that I want you to remember before we start this video. Another thing that I want you guys to know, this is very important, that these energy predictions and these horoscopes are not here to make you feel crucified to whatever it is that is going to be shown. In fact, I want the opposite effect. I want you to have more control. The awareness of the energies coming towards us will help you in your decision making, will help you gain more control. All right? So don't ever feel like you're trapped. This is merely just energy that you can manipulate yourself. We all have that magic within us. Okay? Let's start strong. And let's talk about your eclipses, because your eclipses is going to happen at a very concerning house. Your eclipses will happen in your 12th house, Libra, and your 6th house, Aries. So let's talk about Libra first. So your Libra is going to be on your 12th house. Eclipses bring in major changes, new beginnings, new endings. 12th house is the house of mental health. It's the house of dreams. It's the house of illusions. It's also the house of enemies. So let's start first with mental health. Expect yourself to be in a darker place come the eclipses. So the eclipses will happen in March, also in April, and in September. I've spoken about the dates in the earlier part of this video. So expect yourself to be in a fluctuating state when it comes to your mental health at this time. So I highly suggest that you guys take care of your mental health during this time. You go to a therapist, you go to a psychiatrist, or you go to see a friend, go out to the woods, to the beach, anything that will help your mental health, and learn how to deal with it, and realize why is your mental health acting up. You have to go through the root cause as to why you're acting this way, why you feel this way, why are you hurting. You have to go through that shadow work, that childhood trauma, or even that adulthood and teenage trauma. You have to do a lot of inner work and therapy if you have to, for you to learn how to deal with it. It's going to be a difficult time, but just because it's a difficult time does not mean that you cannot go through it. So, Scorpios, I know how intense you can get. I know how 101%, 200% you can get. Everything you do really good, and you do with the utmost passion and intensity. I get it. I'm a Scorpio stellium myself. So we tend to go overboard. learn how to chill. Learn how to know when enough is enough so that you will not go overboard this time. Another thing that I want to mention regarding your 12th house eclipse is spiritual awakening. You will have a spiritual awakening during this time, most probably because of that mental health struggle wherein you're trying to find a light at the end of the tunnel. And this is a good time for you to really get into your spiritual journey. And your psychic gifts might even activate during this time. So this is a good time to really develop them because as a Scorpio rising, you have naturally a stronger gift compared to others. I do believe everybody has the gift. It's just that not everybody can be as strong as the others or exercises it as much as the others. I believe everybody has it, but especially with Scorpios, water signs in general have it stronger than the others. And during this time, during the eclipses, it will be awakened. It will be stronger than ever, and you will have this urge to want to try it out, to want to exercise it. And I have a psychic development workshop coming for this year, so if you want to sign up for that, go. But I'm I am encouraging you to try to practice your intuition during this time. If you want to get into tarot, if you want to get into a religious practice, really learn how to build a relationship with your higher self during this time, with your intuition, with your spirit guides even, and try your best to use this gift for the good of yourself, not to add more demons, not to add more negative thoughts in your head, but to make yourself stronger, to know the power from within. So, Scorpios, this is going to be an exciting time for you, despite everything. Okay, Scorpio risings. Another 12th house matter of the eclipse that I want to discuss is 12th house is also the house of enemies. So, enemies will resurface if they haven't surfaced already, and enemies will start from your previous relationships or from your newfound relationships. You will find yourself no longer tolerating bullshit, or you will generate some sort of bullshit wherein you will have enemies or people that you disagree with, conflicts, or people that are just not on your side will resurface or surface. So you will learn how to deal with them during the eclipses. And I highly suggest this is why it's good to have a relationship with your higher self during this time, to take the higher road each time, to enforce your boundaries, enforce your ethics, your morals. I know how Scorpios can get. You are Mars road at the end of the day. You will be palaban. You are palaban. So there will be times wherein makikipag-away ka. And payo ko na lang, advice ko na lang is choose your battles. Is what you're fighting for truly worth it? Kasi if your guys are just gonna fight over something shitty like which flavor of ice cream is the best, then maybe that's not the best idea. Maybe that's not the best time to like start a fight. But if you're going to fight over something or at least argue or make a point about something that is truly unethical, like I would rather not mention anything. But yeah, truly unethical, then stand your ground. Learn how to stand your ground. Learn how to put your point across without having to without having to do ad hominem or like be petty. Because I know how petty Scorpios can get. But and on top of that, know that this is you and the person against the problem and not you against the person. I think that's a very important concept that we have to remember as well. They may be an enemy, but at the end of the day, they are just another human being, and you should not give them any power to bring you sadness or bring you anger. They can give you like a little bit of anger for like a few minutes or for like the day, but after that, once you're done discussing or arguing with the person or even fighting with the person, that's done. Bye. I'm not going to talk to you anymore. I'm not going to give you energy. Be wary where you give your energies to because they will suck you dry if you give it too much. So Take care of your mental health, take care of your energies, enemies. You will have to learn how to deal with them. Maybe you should just learn how to laugh at them because a lot of them will be low lives. Honestly, the people that hate on Scorpios, develop Scorpios, they are kasi Scorpios are a mirror and they tolerate zero bullshit. So Scorpios are quite honest. So whatever it is that the Scorpio is acting as, it is what they are. If people cannot deal with that, then it's their problem. I've lived long enough to realize that there are a lot of people projecting their anger, their insecurities at me as a Scorpio. And being a Scorpio, I am a natural mirror. We are water signs, and water is very reflective, especially when it comes to Scorpio. So we tend to expose the shadows that they have, and they tend to project on us, on Scorpios themselves. So do realize and do know when to pinpoint that a person is simply projecting at you. If they are projecting at you, then that is not your responsibility. That is no longer something you should concern yourself with. That is their problem. So, Scorpios, learn how to regulate your energy. You have so much. You are very intense. So, this intensity can rub off wrong to some people, and they will they will lash out. And Scorpios, it's a hard truth, but not a lot of people can handle our energies, can handle our honesty, can handle our intensity. So if they can't handle it, then they're not for us. They're not for you, Scorpio. Learn how to say bye, not for me. Okay, Scorpio risings. The other side of the eclipse this time is going to be on your sixth house. Sixth house is all about health, routines, and work. So expect major changes and new beginnings, endings on that house. So when it comes to physical health, there can be two manifestations. One is you might find yourself very sickly, or you're gonna go through some setbacks when it comes to your health, which will reveal light onto issues that have been there for a long time. Like, for example, you don't take your vitamins, so you get sick. And yung prescription and doctor is, you should take more vitamin C. And you're like, okay, fine. So, but shedding light onto issues that have always been there, this is going to be a time for that. Another manifestation of this eclipse on your sixth house is you might have a boost of energy. You will be more vital. You'll glow. You'll be better. So use this to your advantage. Use this energy to start something new in your routine, to add more value into the things that you do every day, to add more boosts and more intention into what you do every day. This is going to be a good thing for you, Scorpios. You're already Mars ruled, so you already have a lot of energy to spare, and having an eclipse in your sixth house will even add on to that. So use that to your advantage. Start something new, start that business, start that hobby, get on that exercise routine, get on that proper diet, finally finish that book or that course. This is a good time to do that, Scorpios. All right. All right, Scorpio. So I bid you good luck on your eclipse season. This is going to be quite a roller coaster because it involves your physical body and your spiritual body. So learn how to balance, stay grounded. If you do find yourself like kind of losing your mind and losing your balance spiritually or mentally, go to the beach, go to a body of water. Scorpio is, at the end of the day, a water sign, and you will feel comfort being in water. So, Scorpios, big advice for you: if ever you feel out of place, if you ever feel out of balance, try to take a bath. Immerse yourself in water and visualize cleansing the water, cleansing out all of the negative vibes, all of the negative thoughts, and that will be very useful for you. Intention is everything, Scorpios. Okay, Scorpio risings, let's talk about your Jupiter. Your Jupiter will be transiting your seventh house on the first half of the year. It's going to be in Taurus. So, Scorpio risings, expect some growth and expansion in your relationships. If you do find yourself already in a healthy relationship, then it will go into a better path, a better chapter. They're finally going to level up. So perhaps an engagement, or finally defining their relationship, or going deeper into the relationship, getting married. There will also be unexpected opportunities through your partner. So it doesn't necessarily have to be like a romantic partner. It can also be a platonic partner, a best friend, a business partner. So expect some growth and expansion in those avenues. And again, unexpected opportunities, meaning you will find some sort of like an abundant opportunity or a work opportunity through your partner, platonic or romantic. Like for example, oh, here's a business deal that I've known for so long. You can have it. Or here's a really good house and lot that I found for a really cheap price, blah, 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 blah. So there's going to be unexpected opportunities. So this is a good thing. For you single Pringles out there, this is a good time to meet someone. So go and date, go have fun. This is a time for you to really discover what you like during a relationship and in a partnership. So if you still don't know what you like, you still don't have standards that are defined by you, it's a good time to rotational date, to know what you like, know what you don't like, and establish your standards, your boundaries, and have fun. This is a good time to have fun. So, Scorpios, put yourself out there, have fun during your single Pringle period, and expect some quirky relationships that will be growth oriented. Even if they don't work out in the end, you will gain some sort of lesson, and you wouldn't feel as hurt, you know, if they didn't work out. It's fine. Like whatever short-term relationship that would be, you'll be like, "Oh, I'm glad it happened despite it. I had fun despite it not working." Kind of like that. Okay, that will be for Jupiter in Taurus on your seventh house. So at the latter part of the year, Jupiter will transit your eighth house of Gemini. So every time Jupiter is in the eighth house rules other people's money, long term investments, inheritance, debt, expansion. Every time it transits there, I always say sugar baby era. So whatever it is that you meet during the seventh house Taurus transit, they might turn into people that will spoil you monetarily. So if you could find someone that's rich during the seventh house transit, and then let's say you guys got together and then you'll have like a suitable arrangement, you'll be princess era, and actually be like a sugar babe. Finally, princess era, princess princess treatment era ka na, and you're gonna be soft girl energies this time. Accept, be magnetic, attract, don't chase. So this is a good transit to have. Another manifestation of this transit is inheritance might come out if your family is like fighting over a lot. You will probably find some sort of like understanding, a mutual understanding when it comes to that type of thing. You'll finally get some money from other people, be it your parents, your loved ones, your relatives, or your boss. Might get a raise, or you might win the lotto. That is something that is possible here in this transit, because Jupiter always brings out blessings wherever it goes in your chart. So expect some expansion when it comes to long-term money. So this is a good transit for you to go through, Scorpio. So take advantage of that, and try to see how you will be able to multiply other people's money, because you will be able to bring that back onto you. Okay, Scorpio risings, let's talk about another thing. So, your Saturn. Let's talk about your Saturn. Your Saturn is going to transit your fifth house, and it's going to be conjunction with Neptune. And on top of that, the Pisces eclipse. The Pisces eclipse will also happen on your fifth house. Fifth house is all about children. So, children, leisure, what you find fun, and your sexuality. Yan, Scorpio rising kayo. So, sexuality is something very important. So, Saturn, Neptune, Pisces in the fifth house. So there might be challenges and issues arising when it comes to children. So if you have children on your own, they might act out. This might be a difficult time to be with them. Or if you're trying to have children, it might be difficult to try. And ano pa ba? Your relationship with kids in general might have some bumps in the road. But the thing is with Saturn gives us challenges that we are able to overcome. So if ever you do find yourself having difficulty dealing with your child, there might be a root cause to that, and this is a good time to address that. If you find yourself having difficulties bearing a child, creating one, it might be time for you to address your fertility issues or your your reproductive health, be it a man or a woman. If you do find yourself having difficulty getting along with children, perhaps this is a good time for you to heal your inner child. Maybe you're projecting onto those kids. And this is also a good time as well to acknowledge your childhood trauma if you do have some. If you have um, difficulties or difficult experiences while you were a child that you have left unhealed, this is also a good time to finally acknowledge that and heal from that. So, therapy is something that you should try to do. Or if not therapy, like a lot of inner work and shadow work for you to at least be aware of it and you can try to heal from it. Another manifestation of this transit is the things that you find fun may not be fun anymore. You might be finding yourself outgrowing hobbies that you were so serious about before, and now you're like, nah, it's not for me anymore. And perhaps another thing is you instill more discipline in the hobbies that you do. For example, before, the things that you do so casually, you might take it more seriously to the point that you will join competitions for it, or before you just do hit for fun and now you want to go and join Iron Man, those types of things. So it's time for you to put in more discipline in the things that you find fun. If they're no longer fun, bye. If they are fun and you can actually do something about it, like take it to the next chapter, monetize from it even, that will be a good thing to do during this transit as well. I would avoid gambling during this time. And yeah, fifth house Saturn, it's kind of telling you like this is not a good time for you to play with your money. So gambling is a big no-no during this transit if I were you. And this is also a good time to think about your sexuality. You might arise some obstacles during this time wherein you are questioning the identity that you have when it comes to your sexuality, or you are questioning the things that you like during sex, and the things that you liked before during the deed might not be something that you like anymore. And avoid this is a time wherein you will be much more wary of who you spend your time with when it comes to that avenue. You will avoid one night stands now, and you will actually choose the people that you will spend time with. You will be much more selective, and you will be challenging the what do you call this, like the standards that you have when it comes to that. And the things that you find fun will not be as fun as anymore. Like, for example, you were so into, let's say, threesomes, and now you're not. You would rather be one on one, So it's going to be a lot of challenges in those types of areas in your life. So don't worry. It's going to be okay. What doesn't kill you will make you stronger. Saturn is all about bringing you challenges that you can overcome anyway. So I'm pretty confident that you will be able to to go through it confidently, Scorpios, you are a hella strong sign. You're a hella strong person. So I'm pretty sure whatever it is that life throws at you, you will do something about it and you will kick it right at the ass. Scorpios is all about transformation, baby. So every time you get kicked down, you will transform and become a phoenix. You'll be fine. Okay, Scorpios, let's talk about something very important here, your Pluto transit. Pluto will go to Aquarius January 20 onwards. And where is Aquarius in your chart? It's going to be in your fourth house of family, home. Now, every time Pluto transits the fourth house, it's going to be difficult. Um, there might be big changes when it comes to your home, to your family, to your relationship with your parents and your private life. So I have natal Pluto on my fourth house, and usually when I see a natal Pluto on someone's fourth house, it means that the parents are separated, or they don't have the best relationship with their parents at the start, and then later on it will improve. So here, expect really big changes when it comes to that avenue in your life. There might be a possibility of you moving out if you are an adult. There's a possibility that your parents' relationship with each other and yourself will need more attention. Your home might change. You might move houses, or you might redecorate, ganyan. And essentially, this is a time for you to take back your power. You might lose it during the process, but at the same time, it's urging you to take it back. It's urging you to level up and to learn how to deal with these types of problems, these types of big girl, big boy problems. So, Scorpios, expect a huge shift with how you deal with your private life. That being your home, your family, your parents, even your siblings, the people that you live with. There will be huge changes in that. And I do hope that you will be able to carry on despite this. I'm pretty sure you will, as you are Scorpios. But it's going to be quite a heavy time. So do expect that you will need a lot of strength and a lot of resilience and a lot of determination when it comes to this. Don't worry, Scorpios. At the end of the day, you are Mars and Pluto ruled. So Pluto is still by your side despite everything. Whatever it is that it's going to transform in your life, at the end of the day, it's going to be what's best for you. You are going to learn how to deal with it, and you are going to learn how to get out of it stronger. So I'm not worried at all about you guys. Not like how I was worried with Libra, but I am not worried about you guys. You guys will be fine. You guys will be stronger, as what I mentioned. Scorpio is the sign of transformation in the zodiac. It's literally death. So when it comes to death, death is all about regeneration, closing a chapter and starting a new one. It's not death permanent. It's a death resurrection. So Scorpios, you will be great. Not just fine. You will be great. You will be amazing. And I am rooting for you. Do expect these energies to start at, yeah, you're going to start at March onwards. So, Scorpios, fifth house, fourth house energies, very strong March onwards. So, expect that change during that time. And another transit that I want to talk about for Scorpios is the Mars retrograde happening in our ninth house and in our 10th house. Mars, when it comes to retrograde, and we are Mars ruled traditionally, it's going to affect us quite heavily compared to other signs. Us and Aries will be quite affected by it. So Mars in retrograde in 10th house, meaning there will be some tension in our career, in our reputation. So do be careful with how you do things here. It's going to be quite a fragile time. And Scorpios in general are very palaban despite being quiet. So do know and check yourself whenever you're reaching a boiling point. Know to choose your battles and know how to stop yourself from becoming a volcano and erupting all of a sudden, because our reputation is going to be very fragile during this time. So if you can lie low, if you can hermit during the latter part of the year, well, even latter, like December onwards, that would be the best time. Like don't have too much controversy, don't start fights. If you must, then you learn how to stand your ground in a proper, ethical, morally good way. And yeah, your reputation might be challenged, so just be careful. That's what I'm saying. All right, another house that Mars will go retrograde in. So it started in the 10th house. It's going to retrograde as well on our ninth house. Now, Our ninth house, there might be a bit of trouble when it comes to travels. Like, let's say you're applying for a visa and it might be rejected the first time, or your education, your courses, your school might get into a bit of a setback. So do do plan ahead when you do find yourself in that situation. Hopefully it doesn't happen. It does just because it was mentioned here doesn't necessarily mean it's going taga siya sa bato na it's going to happen. No, it's not. So if you could find a way to like avoid that, that would be great. That's what these readings are for. So there might be some challenges when it comes to ninth house matters. So that is education, that is travel, your beliefs, and your even views about politics and religion. So there might be some changes happening when it comes to those avenues. So be prepared and see how the world will change your views. There might be um there might be situations wherein you will question your own morals to see, and you will see, oh, the things I believe in before may not be the best thing to believe in. I might be supporting the wrong person this whole time. I might be supporting the wrong ideology this whole time. And you're opening your eyes to new things, because retrograde at the end of the day is all about refining, reviewing. So you will see how different the world truly is compared to how you always see it. And you will be reviewing and refining how you view ninth house matters. And there will be times as well wherein you will find yourself wanting to learn more about things that you were not super interested before. So education will still be something that will be triggered in your Mars retrograde. It's just that it will go backwards. It will go to things that you did not acknowledge before. So if let's say before you used to hate math so much, now you're going to be a little bit more interested in math and you're going to try to study it, that type of thing. So there might be a bit of setbacks, but that does not mean that you will never grow from it. There will always be an opportunity to grow, Scorpios. So I highly suggest you take back and take that opportunity. Another thing that I want to mention is during this time, during this Pluto Aquarius transit in your fourth house, you will find this need to take out the trash. This is you finding out that a lot of people in your life is just not good for you. It's just not good for your mental health. It's not good for your private life, for your home life. So you will find yourself protecting that. And you will find yourself taking out the trash. If they will be the ones to leave, then the trash took out themselves. And you will feel much more energized now that your safe space is truly safe. So if ever you do find yourself leaving certain relationships or people leaving you, it's fine. Let them. This is going to be your mantra for the year. Let them. They want to go? Let them. They want to start a fight? Let them, but don't contribute any more energy. If they want to do this, let them. That is your mantra. Say bye, let them. Last thing is I forgot to mention the eclipse in Pisces that's going to happen in September. This is going to occur between September, yeah, and November. So during this time, this is a good time to have fun because it's going to happen in your fifth house. And your fifth house, again, as I mentioned, is the house of children, family, I know, children, fun, leisure, hobbies, and generally the things that you find fun. So you might be extra creative during this time because the Pisces eclipse, Pisces is all about art and creativity. So you will find yourself having an influx of ideas during this time. So take advantage of that, Scorpios. This is a good time to write down all the ideas that you have. If you want to even be action oriented and do it, then go ahead and do it. And this is also a good time for you to have fun. Go and do that activity that you've always wanted to do. Now, I know I mentioned earlier that since Saturn is transiting your fifth house, there might have difficulties with children, bearing children, your relationship with children. But however, come the eclipse in Pisces, that energy dynamic will change. you might find yourself having a better relationship with children. So it's good that you build on that, since this conjunction will happen earlier this year. And if you build on that and come September, you are getting better with your relationship with your inner child or with children. And if you want to get pregnant, you actually took the measures to improve your health during this time. This time is a good time to get pregnant if you want to get pregnant. And so I encourage you all to try. This is also the house of sex and sexuality. So have fun doing that. Have fun baby making. But if you do not want to have children, you are an adult, you know how to prevent that. If you do not know how to prevent that, then feel free to message me on IG, and I can give you a crash course on how to have safe sex, you know? And on top of that, you will have to take in measures as well to prevent diseases, STDs. So you guys practice safe sex if you don't want to go through pregnancy, of course. But if you do want to have pregnancy and you want to start a family, September during the Pisces eclipse is the best time to do that. And you will undergo significant changes and significant improvements with how you handle your inner child as well. So you will have a boost of healing energies during this time for your inner child as well. So take advantage of that energy during the Pisces eclipse in your fifth house. All right, Scorpio. So that is your horoscope for 2024. I hope this was able to help you. I hope it resonates. And this is an exciting year for you. And I do hope to see you in my community next time or in my other videos. And again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again.